I'm the man now. Nobody ever gave a handout. For the stretch, talking grams loud. Cut them off, get a hand out. Bro talk, what's that about?
Yo, what's going on, people? You know who it is. It's Tay Wiz coming live and direct from the man cave as usual. For those subscribers out there that is not subscribed to the YouTube channel or the Twitter page, hit that bird and that bell at TAE_WIGGS. And of course, the link to my website is below. This past weekend, we had 8 playoff games on TV. This past weekend. And I want to get right into with the San Antonio Spurs and the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors came in and handled business. No Steph Curry, and we know that the Spurs were Kawhi Leonard. He wasn't there either. But when I was watching this game, what the Golden State Warriors did was they played team basketball. I know it's a different dynamic when Steph Curry's not there on the floor to make teams pressure other players more. But when you got Klay Thompson having 27 points, going 11 for 13 from the field, you in for a long night. You're definitely in it for a long night. And the positive was not only he's more efficient when Steph is not in the lineup, but he get more shots, he get more looks. Draymond Green can run the point a little bit, take a little bit more pressure off Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant did his thing. He had 24. But at the same time, the downside of this game was the San Antonio Spurs. I never seen a Greg Popovich team look this awful in the playoffs, and their 21 years of being going to the NBA playoffs for 21 straight seasons. LaMarcus Aldridge, 14 points, but not only 14 points, he only had 2 rebounds. He didn't play great basketball down the second half of the game. I just feel like he could have did more, especially on the rebounding side. When you look at certain players like a Paul Gasol, you can tell as players get older, their age show when it comes playoff time. Yes, some teams slow it down, some teams push the tempo, but Paul Gasol can't even get some of his patent shots that he normally hit, or the opposing team, the team that was defending him on offense, he was getting beat to his spot. When I'm looking at this team, it's kind of sad you got somebody like Ginobili coming off the bench at 40-some years old who's carrying that load. With no Kawhi Leonard, this team is lost. Then I'm looking at, you started Kyle Anderson, who played 20-something minutes. He had 0 points. You can't be playing 20-something minutes in the playoffs and have 0 points. Because in the result, you're going to lose 92 with a 113. They got shellacked. And coming in today, Kawhi Leonard is shutting it down. He's not going to be available for the postseason. So it's a lot of teams right now is lined up to go after Kawhi Leonard. I was reading something through. The Clippers want him right now. The Lakers want him right now. What the Spurs going to do, because we know he fired his agent and hired one of his relatives to represent him in that field. So the Spurs are down 0-1. This is kind of looking scary. I said the Spurs probably win 1 game 5, but right now the Spurs going to get swept. If they keep playing like this, 21 blowout. Nah. And Draymond Green said everybody keep counting them out. So when you got somebody like Draymond Green that's still talking and walking that walk of that championship talk, and that type of caliber, it's gonna be a long series for San Antonio, because Golden State Warriors about to sweep them 4-0. The next game I did watch. The Washington Wizards and the Toronto Raptors. The Wizards did their thing. John Wall with 23 points, 15 assists. But the downside of this game, on the other team, DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry still up to their old tricks of playoff shooting. I think at the end of the half, they was combined for 3 for 11. These are your all-star players, people. Your all-star players. Your all-star players are still shooting bad from the field. DeMar DeRozan shooting 6 for 17 from the field. It's like 38%, man. You can win games like that, but you cannot win every game like that. Kyle Lowry with 11 points. DeMar DeRozan with 17 points. These are your all-star players, and these guys are shooting terrible from the field. These supposed to be the guys that you were counting on to take you to the promised land, to take you to the Eastern Conference Finals. Not even the Eastern Conference Finals, but to represent the East in the NBA Finals. But they still come out here having bad shooting performances. And they was who made them win for that and make up for that game was Serge Ibaka, who played out of his mind and out of sight. 23 points and 12 rebounds. 23 points and 12 rebounds, who played fantastic, hitting threes, crashing the boards, diving on the floor for loose balls. And that's what it takes to win championships. Yes, they won 114 or 106, but that score, even though they won by that many, that score was still too close because the Wizards, when I was watching the game down the stretch, I thought the Wizards could have walked away and won that game. They could have got more from Otto Porter Jr., who had 9 points starting. Everybody else still playing their part. But I feel like if they want to win this game, the Washington Wizards bench need to step up more if you want to beat the Toronto Raptors bench. Because the Raptors bench basically carried them through this game. That's Saturday evening. So you got the Spurs down 0-1. You got the Raptors up 1-0. So the next game, the Miami Heat and the 76ers. And I told everybody, you know what? I said, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I said I had the Miami Heat in 6. This series still not over, but man, to go out here and get a thumping like that, 103 to 130, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Hassan Whiteside, where are you at, brother? I thought the Miami Heat was gonna come out here and dominate. No Joel Embiid in the middle, but not to take nothing away for the 76ers. They are like a first in defensive efficiency on the defensive end, and they hold their opponents down to at least under 80-something points per game. But to see Hassan Whiteside with 2 points and 6 rebounds, yes, hold on, he only played 12 minutes. I don't know what Spo was trying to do with the Hassan Whiteside, but I seen it when they called a timeout or did a substitution, they took him out. Spo told him to have a seat. Hassan Whiteside didn't like that. I feel like they didn't get him involved in the game enough to put his impact and stamp onto the game to get this team where they're supposed to go. 2 points and 6 rebounds, not going to cut it. And like I said, one of the glue guys I said was going to have a big game was Kelly Olynyk. He did step up with 26 points and 7 rebounds. If Hassan Whiteside at least gave you 17 points and another 4 more rebounds to go 17 and 10, I think the Miami Heat would have won this game. But Ben Simmons, the candidate for Rookie of the Year, 17 points, 9 rebounds, 14 assists. Play out of his mind. And if the Sixers keep playing like that, Dario Saric on fire. Marco Bellinelli, J.J. Redick. This team plays together as a unit. But you want to give praises to Brian Colangelo, the GM of the 76ers, who put these players together, Ursula Sovia, Marco Bellinelli. He got these 2 guys out of a buyout contract to come play for the 76ers. Why? They bring toughness and grit and have a championship caliber type mind. Locker room guys. Locker room guys that understand the system and play when their number is called. So the Sixers are up 1-0. New Orleans Pelicans, the Portland Trailblazers. Another great game that came on. Anthony Davis, another person who's running up for the MVP conversation. 35 points, 14 rebounds. Play out of sight. But the person I want to give all praises to is Drew Holiday. 21 points and 7 rebounds. Came out in the first quarter, 11 points. 4 for 5. 4 for 5, and he did his thing. And that's all that mattered. Came out and did his thing. I love what he did. He set the tone. Even he had a block on the glass. When these type players, they're like, you know what, man, I got to show Anthony Davis show up every night. So the only way to make Anthony Davis MVP case look good, the other players, the glue guys, have to step up and show out. Drew Holiday, 21 points, 7 rebounds. Got the job done. Diving on the floor for loose balls. Anthony Davis. They came on and set the tone to win a game at Rip City. One of the most loudest places to win a game at is Portland. But another person I got to give a shout out to, Rondo. 6 points, 8 rebounds. What I love about this stat, he had 17 assists. We know Rajon Rondo's not a high volume scorer. But at the end of the day, he's the quarterback. He's going to put you in the right position to make plays. He's directing traffic like a crossing guard. Get over there, you over there, you over there. I got you. Move out my way. Set me a pick. Let's pick and roll this out. Go to the hole. Roll to the basket. That's what he do. He understands the game. When you watch a lot of film and understand the favorite parts of the floor where your players like to be, he made the game that much easier because he's not a scoring guard. When you got a guard like that who is willing to share the ball and take about 3 or 4 shots a game, and he going to give you 17 dimes, of course you're going to walk away with that W. That's what Rondo did. And by this being the next up and young coming team, if they can get to the second round, DeMarcus Cousins may be back in the Pelicans uniform. If DeMarcus Cousins have been back, this team probably could have been high as a 3rd seed. Hands down. Hands down. They won 97-95 on Portland. But another glue guy, Ed Davis, I said, if he give you about 8 points and 10 rebounds, he had 6 points and 13 rebounds. I was close. They lost by 2. Damian Lillard had 18 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, but he was 6 for 23. That's 26% from the field. They was forcing a lot of shots, and C.J. McCollum right behind him, 7 for 18 with 38% shooting with 19 points. We know Damian Lillard just had a baby a week ago. Probably lack of sleep, being up in the night, feeding the baby and whatnot. I give him that. But a lot of shots that these two guys was taking, CJ and Damian Lillard, they was taking a lot of forceful shots. So that the game come to them. They should just slow the game down. You say, you know what? I'm gonna do it my way. We're gonna play this way first. And that's what they should have did. And they didn't do that. And this is why they lost. And I said this game is going 7. Watch what I tell you. This is gonna be one of the great series out of all. I'm not worried about the rest of them, but this series I definitely do like. Like I said, this game is going 7. And I'm still hanging there with them Portland Trailblazers. For some reason, C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard are going to wake up out that slumber. And the games that came on Sunday, the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics, this is one game I thought the Boston Celtics should have lost. Why? Because no Gordon Hayward, no Marcus Smart, and no Kyrie Irving. And I thought the Milwaukee Bucks should have stole this game. But when you look at this game, the Milwaukee Bucks lost this game to a bunch of first-year players and second-year players. This is a team, the Milwaukee Bucks, who has been there. Giannis Antetokounmpo with his 35 points and 13 rebounds. Chris Middleton with that crazy shot he hit at the end of the 4th quarter to send the game to overtime. That shot was almost like 40-something feet. He had 31, 8, and 6. But the downside is Eric Bledsoe with 9 points. 4 from 12 from the field with 33%. When your point guard got his first taste of the playoff game, he's out there forcing all the shots, taking forceful threes. It's going to be a long night. Says somebody should have brought him to the side, put their arm around his shoulder. Hey, Bled, slow down, baby. Slow down. No, it's your first playoff game, but you got to slow it down. We can beat these guys. But no, they did. Disappointed. Like, they should have won this game. But you got schooled by Terry Rozier, 23 points with the step back 3 that he keep playing over and over. Jaylen Brown with 20 points. Then you have Marcus Morris, a person I told you who's going to be a glue guy with 21 points and 7 rebounds. You have Al Horford just dominate the paint. He plays better when he's in the paint, folks. And I kept saying this all season long. He plays so much better when he's in the paint. 24 points and 12 rebounds. He gets you those type of points. He was bodying Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I feel like this team could have did a little bit more. But they got the win, 113 or 107. The Milwaukee Bucks should have won that game. They should go home right now, get back to their hotels when they go through their shoot-around practice today, and look what they did wrong. Giving up a lot of easy shots. A lot of turnovers will kill you in these games. Too many turnovers kill a team in the playoffs. So the Boston Celtics walked away victorious. Then I look at the other game right now when this quadruple header that was on yesterday. You had the Indiana Pacers and the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Pacers came into Cleveland in the Q. and put a hurt in the Cavaliers. Beat them by 18. It's kind of bad. Victor Oladipo, his first playoff game as a starter, 32 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. This is my case. I picked him to be the most improved player, and that's why he's the most improved player. They added fuel to his fire when the Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert came and said, I feel like they could have got more pieces for Paul George. This team is not a very good team. He proved them wrong, right? They came and beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, the defending Eastern Conference champions, by 18 on the Cavaliers' home floor. This team wasn't scared. Lance Stevens is always ready for LeBron James. Lance Stevens always trying to make this a rivalry, doing his little antics and stuff. Caught a couple of bodies yesterday, dunking on people. He had his 12 points, but when he's out there, he might not be your typical favorite guy that people like in the NBA. His name is Born Ready. I'm going to call him Game Ready. He's always ready for the bigger picture of these games, getting things done. When you look at Victor Oladipo on 32 points, every time the Cavaliers got close to cut the lead down with the 7 or 8 points, Nate McMillan called a timeout, put Victor back in, and sent him back into the game. What happened? Victor Oladipo scored rip off by 7 to 8 points himself to push the lead back up to 16. Nate McMillan said, y'all ain't getting this close. Come back in, Victor. And the reason why the Cavaliers lost this game, no rim protection. You didn't play Tristan Thompson. I understand what's going on with him. You know Tristan Thompson. You didn't play the big man, Antis. You see he was going with a 10-man rotation. I didn't see none of that 10-man rotation. I probably seen 8 or 9 at best. I didn't see Auntie, and I definitely didn't see Tristan. So when you got LeBron James out there, 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists, and the thing he had, LeBron James, I still got the Cavaliers 5, but you could not play like that. You could not wait to the second half of the game and trying to score points and think you're going to do it like that. You can't play house money like that. You playing with smoke going up against the other team. And the Cavaliers got shredded in the middle. No big man. Every time I kept looking at the Cavaliers, they kept switching off. I was seeing Miles Turner was getting guarded by Jordan Clarkson. I was seeing Miles Turner getting guarded by George Hill before he went down with the back injury. There was a bunch of mishmash posh stuff going out there that just didn't mix. Kevin Love had 9 points and 17 rebounds. The Cavaliers, yes, they lost by 18, and I'm not going to panic. You look at it where they missed a lot of open shots, the shots they normally hit. J.R. Smith had to get game 5 for 11. They missed a lot of wide open threes, and that won't happen again. The Cavaliers lose this game 98-80 on their home floor. So you already know LeBron James is going to be still in 0 dark 30 mode. He's done in panic mode. But this is the first time he lost a game 1 since 2012. So the Utah Jazz and the OKC Thunder. Donovan Mitchell, 27 points and 10 rebounds. This guy is running up for Rookie of the Year. So when I told you Donovan Mitchell was my Rookie of the Year because he played no injuries, nothing like that, and he came straight in and took over the role. But I think right now, if I was the commissioner or some voters out there or the coaches is voting for this stuff, you got to go co-Rookie of the Year. I'm just sorry. These two young guys, him and Ben Simmons, just doing their thing, man, in the playoffs, man, and in the regular season. These guys are playing the moment. Not scared. Living up what they're supposed to do at all times. Then I'm looking at Paul George. Playoff Paul George is no joke, folks. 36 points, 8 from 11 from downtown. And when they win games, Russell Westbrook don't need a triple-double. That's the great part about it. When they win games like this, he always either be 2 assists short or 1 rebound short from a triple-double. Russell Westbrook had 29 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. Get the job done. Know what it takes to get it done. He get other players involved. Like I said, I'm gonna go. I got the Thunder. Thunder gonna sweep these guys too, man. It's just a lot. Steven Adams, they got a lot of big dudes, and Melo played good too with his 15 points, man. When they all hit like that, it's gonna be tough to beat the team at the Thunder. The last game I did watch. So I pretty much sat here and watched all these games this weekend, man. I love basketball. You got the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Houston Rockets, 104-101. The Rockets taking game 1. Andrew Wiggins had 18 points and 6 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns was nowhere to be found with his 8 points and 12 rebounds. Clint Capella played out of his mind, folks. 24 points, 12 rebounds. Normally, Karl Anthony Towns get double team. They didn't need no double team. Flat out. They did not need a double team on Karl Anthony Towns. Clint Capella is another person who's running for most improved player this year. James Harden and these guys. James Harden literally carried the team on his back. 44 points, 8 assists. This team When I say this, you live by the three, die by the three. Last night, the Houston Rockets was 3 for 25 from the 3-point line. Trevor Reason didn't play good. PJ Tucker didn't play good. Chris Paul played awful. But only two guys showed their tails last night. James Harden, this is why he's going to win the MVP right here. 44 points and 8 assists. Getting the job done. He was 7 for 12 from the free throw line. Clint Capella grabbing all types of rebounds. Him with Carl Anthony Towns, that's a great matchup. I think he blocked, when I seen it, I think he blocked Big Cat twice. And Big Cat was getting frustrated. This is his first year in the playoffs. And I'm looking at what was going on. The Minnesota Timberwolves. Because it's pretty much former Bulls on that team. Jamal Crawford, Jimmy Butler, Todd Gibson, Derrick Rose, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And right now, they should have had that game. Chris Paul almost threw the game away too as well with that pass he had. The Houston Rockets right now is a well-oiled machine. And this is probably why a lot of people picked them to win the NBA championship. But the Golden State Warriors have something to say about that. This team right here just have a lot going on. They clicking at the right time. They hot. Like I said, the last time this team won 60 more games is back when they had Elijah Wan and Clyde Drexler, and that team went on to win what? They became the NBA champions. So men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. So I'm just keeping y'all up to date on that type of stuff. But playoff basketball right here. They said there might not be no sweeps in the first round. I guarantee you might be 2 or 3 of them before it's all said and done. But this playoffs right here, I'm looking at all the different things. It's exciting, certain. Who's going to be the next person to step up day in and day out to take over these games? James Harden put the team on his back as well, like I said. The rest of the unit was a no-show. Even the bench was a no-show. Clint Capella, like I said, play out his mind. There's a lot of things that you can't take away from teams like this. It's the hunger, the grit, and the grind. So y'all know who I am. I'm Tay Wiggs. I'm checking out.